Hey students, it's Mrs. Nice. So this week you have your argumentative writing drop write or on-demand essay. So the last 2 weeks we've been doing mini lessons. You've done a total of 6 about argumentative writing. And then this week what you're doing is you are going to write us an essay. So you can see the directions are here, and you have this attached to Google Classroom as well. The important parts are essentially you're writing an argumentative essay. You have 90 minutes to write the essay to complete it, and we want you to do it in one sitting. So it's just like we do in class when we get to the end of a writing unit and you have to do your on-demand in class, except this time you're doing it at home. As the directions say right here, the essay should be 4 paragraphs, an introduction paragraph, 2 body paragraphs, which are going to be in CER format, and then your conclusion paragraph that should include a counterclaim and rebuttal. You're going to end up typing your assignment on Google Classroom. So in the assignment posting, you have this direction page, this video, and then I'm going to want you to attach a blank document to write your essay. So the way you do that, this is a different assignment, but you would just open up the assignment, and then where you do, it says your work, you click add or create, and then attach a document, and I'll get it all ready for you, and that's where you're going to type it up. Again, do it in one setting in 90 minutes. It's super important that you stay to the time limit. So make sure that when you sit down to do this, you are in a spot that you could focus and that you have put aside enough time to be able to work uninterrupted. To the assignment posting, I'm also going to attach this little alarm clock thing for 90 minutes on YouTube, and it rings when it gets to the end. You don't have to use this. If you want to use your phone or something instead, you are more than welcome to do that too. But definitely set a timer, because sometimes you get in the zone of writing and you really only have 90 minutes. Now, of course, if you finish before 90 minutes, you could stop. I would suggest you go back and read and edit your work, but you could end sooner than 90 minutes if you don't need the whole time. Again, this is an independent assignment. It's kind of like an assessment. So do not have anyone help you with it. Do not work on this with a friend. Don't ask your parents to edit or revise it for you. Obviously, don't plagiarize anything. This is just your work. It's super important this year, especially since we're doing distance learning, because I'm going to go through and see what you know, and then I'm going to let next year's core teachers for 8th grade know what you're still having trouble with, so that they could go over that with you when you guys get back to school next year during your argumentative unit. So again, please make sure that this is your own work. Do not get help with this from anybody. If you have just a basic questions about the directions or something, go ahead and email me or contact me during office hours. Okay, continuing on these directions, it tells you, make sure you include these things, and then you get the prompt. So the prompt is, who's at fault for the sinking of the Titanic, man or machine? You guys, if you know Miss Yamshawn, she is like a super big Titanic aficionado, so she actually came up with this prompt, and so we're really excited about it. So you're trying to figure out, okay, whose fault is it that the Titanic sank? Was it a problem because of someone on the ship, like a person caused it to happen, or was it the actual machine or the ship itself that was faulty? So the evidence is going to be provided. Just, if you don't know anything about the Titanic, it's this huge ship from the early 20th century. It was supposedly unsinkable, and on its maiden voyage, which is its first voyage, there were all these wealthy people on board, and then lots of not so wealthy people too. And don't you know it, the ship struck an iceberg and it sank, and it was like super shocking, all over the news. Tons of people died. It was this huge tragedy, and so that's why the Titanic is so well known. So you will see right here, here's source information, and it's going to be color coded. These are all of the sources that were used for all of the information we're going to give you. So you're going to want to check this out. It gives you a little background information on these sources. And then you will see that we have all of the research done for you. So here you can see here's some basic background information about the Titanic. Over here, this is for side 1, pointing to its human error. And you can see it's color-coded. So this is blue evidence. That means that it's from this blue source, right? So here's our side 1 that human error is to blame, and then right here is side 2 saying that it was faulty building material or lack of equipment, so the machine side essentially. And again, it's all color coded, so you could refer back to the source information to figure out what the source is for that information. Now, I do want to emphasize, you do not need to use all of this evidence. Remember, you are choosing one side and you are doing 4 paragraphs, an introduction, 2 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Usually your introduction has one piece of evidence, usually your body paragraphs have one piece of evidence in them. So yeah, we've given you way more evidence than you need. We just wanted you to have a good selection of evidence in here, okay? So again, 90 minutes, do it all in one sitting. Make it your own work, do the best job that you can. If you are not done after 90 minutes, you got to turn it in anyways. That's kind of the point of the assignment. We want to see what you can do in 90 minutes, okay? You have already seen the rubric in a previous assignment, so those are the things that I'm going to focus on. So if you are starting to run out of time, make sure that you've at least met the requirements of the rubric would be my tip for you. Good luck on this. You are prepared. I think it's a pretty fun topic, and I'm really excited to read your essays. Bye.